Hey. Uh, it's been a little bit since we've been here, and for good reason. I might as well get into it right now. Uh, I'm basically done with this because I'm gonna transport all this to a normal world. You know? I'll be adding music in post, so had to turn that off. It should hopefully connect seamlessly. Yeah. This world isn't gonna be staying around forever. Uh, it is because there's some things that would be easier to do in just a normal world. I will show that world off. I've had the world for a while. I just didn't know, it was that good, right? And of course, I gotta use vibrant visuals, even if the fans are going crazy right now. Hopefully the music drowns it out. Um, wanna see something funny, though? They fixed it! Oh, they just fixed it! Oh, that's cool. Okay. Dang, I guess it's too late then. I don't know if you knew. You might have not. But if you looked at a glowing sign in vibrant visuals, it would just keep increasing the brightness and glow of this part. It was crazy. It's pretty funny too. Am I not ray tracing this time? It's vibrant visuals. This is probably the last time you'll see this world. You've seen most of these things in ray tracing already too. Shame they're pretty much abandoning it. Because at times it does look better, other times worse. You know? I mean, yeah. I actually kind of forgot what was new, so we're gonna go through everything again. I'm pretty sure the street names were here. In case they weren't, this road is Potato Road. It's significant because it was supposed to keep going on, until the end of the world. My rules for, naming these is, these are, as long as they keep going, they will continue being called this. But if they end like Dequatus Street, immediately it goes to Ospici Boulevard. Yeah, it's fine that it's night, at least for a little bit. I think this is different from the last time you've seen it. This may be too. I'm not sure this was here, even. Of course. Got this. Pretty neat. This doesn't actually need to be in use, obviously. You don't have to actually get permission to do construction by somebody in here. It's just a world build, You get it, right? I'm gonna say you know a lot. I just know it. And we'll go here. No, here. Yeah. Just stuffy. It's cafeteria. I mean, what more can I say about it? Wow. A little dark out there. The kind of HDR effect of vibrant visuals can get a little annoying at times. But it does look pretty good otherwise. I'm looking at that light, it all messes up, but if I look outside, because it's darker out there, it's only brighter in here. It's odd. I don't have HDR on, I know that. In fact, yes, you can just see the effect. Pretty sure. All these chairs you can sit in. If you're wondering, I don't want to mess it up. So you're gonna have to believe me on... Okay, you put an end portal, like, in the floor. You then drop a minecart onto it. You then push, you know, whatever you want to be a seat onto it. And then it's a functioning seat in vanilla. It's not perfect, but it's the best you can do. On Java, this works not very well. Because, like, I think your camera clips into here and just gets all messed up. Maybe. Oh, in third person. In third person, it would clip into there. But you can see in here, it's not the same story. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this place. I built it off of my sister's courthouse that she had in her world. But like, it's basically unrecognizable to what it once was. Yeah, look at that. Ah, it's so bright. I like that effect. At night. I guess we'll go from Potato Road to Yenzi Road. This is because I called a real road that, even if it wasn't actually that. And Yenzi Road is very tiny, because now it's already Papas Boulevard. And we'll get to that one last. Yeah. This is all just houses I would build. Or I wanted to, like this one. I have built these three. And I built that one myself, but that was creative. This was creative. These were in survival. They were just gussied up because I'm in creative. You know, pretty basic. A lot of extra room for activities. What activities? I don't know. You know, basic auto furnace. And what would be storage, but doesn't need to be. Ladder up to here, and all I could think of putting up here was an enchantment table. I'm not very good with interior decorating when I have no limits. Like, you know, I don't know if you've seen a stream recently, but there is a new intro, outro, and intermission thing. Designing the inside of that house was hard. You know, I could only really design the house. Anyways, I'm sure you all know this house. You haven't read the sacred texts, well then, no wonder you don't know it. Again, not very good at furnishing. So, yeah. It's my bad. It's my bad. In a different place, you'll see that this is here, but longer and with a different material. As you can see, there is no backside to this, really. We'll get to that one later. That wasn't me. Here you got this castle. I actually do have pictures and videos of this castle. Not evil castle. You can tell how it's not evil by how not evil it is. You know? Obviously it wasn't this grand, because it was basically on a floating island. About that big. Not so circular though. This one was on a floating island too. However, I remember it being pretty much this grand. I don't know why I built it this big in that world. Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay. Even so, it is pretty big for what I needed. I never even used the second floor. There's that. Which is accurate. The bed and I can show you that one, but I'm not going to this time. You know, just random rooms. First off, the jazz. This one and this one have both been on floating islands. I don't know why I make floating islands. I don't know, it just seems kind of fun. This is much darker with ray tracing. They fixed most of the issues with water, but you can see they're still there. That blue streak it's leaving behind. Very strange. You got a big dining table. Yes, we were making progress that whole time, even with how it looked. You got the sail and the watchtower at the top. This was, I think, at world limit. I haven't seen the original in so long. However, I did save it, so at any time I could just bring it back. This used to be all carpet to stop mobs from spawning. That's why there is string here to stop mobs from spawning. I built it in one night, pretty much. Much more visible in here. Surprising that this is still here. You know, a little bedroom. Conduit as a decoration and a torch flower. Because it doesn't bring off any light. Ender chest. Ender chest. I feel like I said it right, but maybe not. Of course, you got the smelter and what would be storage. I don't think I could ever build this in actual survival. Because like it was hard enough as is in creative, figuring it out, hoping I'm actually doing it alright. A lot of this, it's just filler. Not much to it. Even a small one, I don't know how I'd build it. Of course, have to have the wings on it. I think that's raw clay and just wool. You know, with the create mod, there's technically some way to make this move. I wonder how it'd run. See, that's the exit. That's the not exit. Why are you looking at this side? Why aren't both sides exits? Well, you know, if you put another kind of circle thing there, it looks like, you know. And then, you know, it also looks like that when going up. You don't want to do that. But yeah, that's basically it. Do a pass of all these. Look how vibrant they are. Very nice. The shadows are a little weird. Sorry. I hope you can see which blocks I used if you want to build them like this, because they're similar to the sprites, but they're not the exact sprites because of how the colors have to be, you know. I'm limited by my colors. Oh gosh, I didn't even say it. We turned onto Grondor Lane over here. And over there is Charmander Lane. Gee, I wonder why. And Pronch Boulevard's over there. We'll go back here for a bit and look at the rules. If you want to read them. They're right there. Here's the last map of this place. It's... I'm pretty sure it's fully updated. Oh, no, it's not fully updated. Oh, whatever. Anyways. If you remember the Rocket League videos, you may remember this. No, just the video, not videos. You may remember the person who built this. They went by TDT Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles on there. I'm not sure which. But this was their house they built one time, and then they haven't been back since. And I had to fix some things up. You know, that wasn't like that. It was more imposed right, like right in the middle here. And I also had to fix up the roof, because it used to be, as an example, kind of like that. But, you know, I evened it out. It's not perfectly symmetrical, but it's good enough. You know? This is her brother's house. A lot of different block choices. You know, functional. Because you could instantly refill water there, make potions, yada yada. Bunch of blast furnaces. Little counter, smoker, basically a sink, you know, crafting table and some storage. Stairs. A little imposing on the window, but it's whatever. Farmer stand doing a dab. Or maybe chopping. Fancy bed that is mostly made out of, you know, a hard substance, so functionally not comfy, but it doesn't need to be functionally comfy. A little enchanting area. Not fully powered. Well. Got a little balcony. God, I wonder how I'm gonna move these in my world. We have the Minecraft editor now for Bedrock, so I'm hoping that'll make things a lot easier. However, you know, stuff like roads and stuff, don't know how I'm gonna do them. Anyway, so we got, you know, storage room, having some form to it. There's some less function, but it really needs that many chests anyhow. Well, I'll get to that later. This is my sister's house. We built it quite a while ago. You know, you have the TV, a lot of oak, a tough way of getting up, a bed, some dog beds. I accidentally killed the dogs because I did /kill at E. Even though I wasn't near them, they were still caught in it. Same for all of my pets that I once had in this. Oh, they were out here too. Trampoline. She made some of these. She kept that one unfinished for so long. Hey, you know, she finally did finish it. I moved them around a little. Oh yeah. You know, basically a Chaos Emerald shrine. In ray tracing, you could not see that these gave off light. That is because there's a light block I placed on these. Now they're not super shiny. Not right now. Oh, well, they have a little reflection. But yeah, this was one of the first things I made in this world. You know, getting all this to be good was tough. It's much more shiny in ray tracing. I'll give it that. Oh, no way. Got caustics. I forget if those were in ray tracing. I haven't used it in a while. You know, because in normal use, not super good. This, you know, it feels good because it's like 120. Running at around 100 FPS. I don't know if it's higher or lower, but it feels good. Ah, man. Forgot to name the roads. This is Terran Road. And, Slowduck is Sigma Street. Really? That's Beachy Boulevard, you already saw that. Over there's Pinecone Boulevard. I mean, we already just explored all those, so let's see what these ones are. We got Red 40 Road, because I'm pretty sure Red 40 is the bad one. And over there we got Jiren Street, which continues onto there, but I didn't need more room, so I didn't make anything. We got Pablo Avenue that way. We got Pedro Avenue that way. And we got Juan's Boulevard that way. This is all Jiren Street leading up to over here. In front of us is Dispo Road, over there is Pebbles Street. And there is Tops Trail. I could actually make it a trail, you know, next time. I just don't know how this will work. And we'll get into this one later. We're gonna go down Pebble Street. You've already seen this before. You know, obviously it's Potato Road. Well, let's go to McDonald's. Let's tie up your animals. Glass is shiny. Shining. Not shiny. Not quite. Oh yeah. That was good. Yep. Bathrooms. This doesn't really function as a mirror at all. Copper would be better. It's totally a trash can. Here we got the men's bathroom, which is the exact same thing. I don't know. But this is the same for both sides, so that's why it's not clear glass. Or clear ice. I should leave this off. Ah, the Cody's Mom Hotel. Because Cody's mom is a big fat cow. You know, somebody wanted me to make Cobra Kai, the Cobra Kai symbol in this. I didn't want to, so this is the best I guess. He is a little snake. Trey from the Mario series. I know it's been a while. Up to him. House. Ah, because this was in a, I took this from my sister again. Yeah. Surprised this stayed. Ah. But yeah, this would be where you get houses. Or if you want to stay here, you know, hotel rooms. Here's the cafeteria. It was never furnished with any seats because I don't think I ever taught her how to do the seat thing. Ice machine. Be quick or else. I know hotels have ice machines. Okay. Room 203. 205. These are all unique or empty because, well, she built this a long time ago. You know, like, see this ice machine room only has one door on it. This isn't the same as the one downstairs. This is empty. This is also empty. This is also empty. And this is also empty. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Could you just let me up? Yeah. Yeah, that pretty much sums up that place. This parking lot, it seems a little big for how many rooms would fit in here. I'll admit. I did make it myself. Oh, I didn't even show you the drive-thru. Yeah, you just drive around here. You order here. You get your stuff here. I did put food items in there. I don't think it really matters much. Now we're here at the Denny's. You cannot super see it. Yeah, that's pretty hard to see in this. But oh well. I'm sure there'll be vibrant. Okay, I already know there is vibrant visual mods already to, you know, make glass more opaque, which means less see-through. Yeah, this can fit a lot of people. Here we got the bathrooms, which were pretty hard to fit in here. This is the women's, but I never put up a sign. This is the men's. Again, I cheated and just used the same mirror for both of them. I wanted them to be sitting up, but that doesn't really work, because then you could just like push the minecart around. The most you can do on this is push it more in or push it more out, and like it's only a couple pixels worth and you can still sit in it easy. But on a fence post, I'm pretty sure it just falls out eventually. Alright, and now we got the 7-Eleven. You know, have your little fuel pumps out here. Now that thing, I tried following a guide for it, but it ended up just being all my own. So, yeah. You know, you got a car tire piece. You got a burger without buns. You got a pizza with no toppings. You got a buffalo stick with herbs. And you got a beefy cheese stick. And you got a bomb cookie. Not guaranteed to blow you up. Here's basically the fridges. There's only so much I could do. This would be where stuff is basically on shelves, but I never filled it up. There's only so much food in Minecraft. But let's go to the Little Caesars next. I don't want to do modded creative. I know on Bedrock, you know, if they're on Bedrock, they can download whatever add-on I could. But I just don't want to risk, you know, one day it not working or it messing stuff up. I know I don't earn achievements here anyways, but still. We got pizza with no toppings. We got the tomato sauce. You basically just toss it through there, slides up to the next guy, he catches it, and then he adds a bucket of cheese, or giant sausages, or anchovies, or mushrooms, or and you know, crazy bread. You gotta have the crazy bread, otherwise it's not a Little Caesars. I mean, come on. You can see I designed these two buildings very similarly. However, this is slabs, and this is stairs. So it's just, you know, half a block off. It's a little weird. This... Hey, guess what that guy on the motorcycle did? He set off a car alarm. And he still has the confidence to keep riding a motorcycle. Insane. This was meant to be a barber shop, but whoever was working on this never actually completed it. So now it's unfinished. Ah, the potato pet shop. You better close the door. Yeah, this was made when all the new dogs were added. Look at I don't have a bunch of cats in here for some reason. And of course we got pet fish. You gotta have the pet fish. And somehow I got two very similar ones. Near each other. A lot of those ones with the big heads. Pretty neat. Gotta have birds too. Oh yeah. Axolotls, tadpoles, and sniffers. You can't have the axolotls in here because they'll just eat all the fish. Sniffers are pretty big. And tadpoles. Yeah, maybe people want to start off with a frog. But it'd just be jumping all around. Here. We gotta start off with the tadpole. Okay, this house. Yeah, if you recognize that name, it's llamas from, again. The Rocket League video. I don't know why he built a Squidward house, but he did. A bunch of music discs, not all of them obviously. A bunch of paintings here for some reason. And RIP llama. But there's a secret, it's not actually dead. So it's just confusing why he still says that, you know? No, we'll save that for later. We were gonna go back here for a bit. Cause this is gonna be the reason why I want to move to a different world. Theme park construction is what that means. So you can see how big this place is. I wanted to fit a theme park in here. And then over here you're gonna see this. Yep, it just keeps going. And it keeps going. And going. And it keeps going. I gussied up the shape, obviously. But then I realized, why don't I just use, like, a real desert biome? Right? You know? Because building the mountains for this place is obviously gonna take a very long time. And then building, you know, the town I'm thinking of from memory. What is this town, you may ask? It's from a dream. I was trying to build something from my dream. But you see how big this is when I could just have, you know, real mountains already. These roads basically aren't named, except over here. Obviously one is Potato Road, but the other is Harambe Road. It extends from there and there until it ends, which in there it would end pretty quick. Ooh, we'll get into that one later. But FNAF 1, yeah, you can see it pretty well. I'm pretty sure I showed this off. You can notice the light from the beacons more now. That's a little problem. In ray tracing, it acted like they were casting light, but only to where it could, not to where the game tells it can. I don't know how you could build the endo in this one. Right. This is a bunch of the mascot heads. I had to copy and paste them. FedEx Gaming is how I learned how to build this place. That's why, you know, these are used instead of, I don't know, something maybe better. Here we got a kitchen. Obviously there's smoke under there. I altered this because this was back for the console edition days. You know? Freezer. So what was here? I think it was just furnaces. But now it's fireplaces. So you could have actual smoke. Even though there shouldn't be, because it's night. These are meant to be cameras. I don't know if you're having trouble seeing them though. Yeah. The doors are working. Still. That's pretty good. You can sit in the chair too. Alright. Now, since you've... No, not yet, not yet. We're going to this... I mean, you could pretty much see what's going on right now in the distance. It's the Titan Tower, basically. Obviously, I don't understand the interior. I was just told to build this on a whim because I asked. And this is what ended up happening. I'm pretty sure I did cut off some of the sides a little because it was too wide. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. And next, we're going to a prison. You know, you have a little thing. You deposit your stuff out here, put it in here, keep it for later, and when they come out, you put it through there. The jazz. Oh yeah. This just opens it up for them to put their stuff in. Then you close it off. So they can't grab it back easily. Why are target blocks next to the door? Because it opens them. And it's designed for guards to use their bows to open the door. They're here because for guards to get out, not for inmates to get out. Inmates shouldn't really have anything. Officer office. Yes, here we have just an office space. It's pretty worn down in here. Oh well. We got a cafeteria. Yeah, they can see their options. That was a cave sound. Very strange. They can't sit down. They're not allowed to sit down. Mainly because, you know, I'd rather them just stand here, face the wall, eat their stuff. And for these, you just face the other people on the table. That's it. Here we have a... I mean, I don't know, it's just a... I mean, I want to call it a playground, but that's not what it is. Whatever, I'm calling it a playground then, you know. Got a trampoline, you can't really use it for anything. You shouldn't really be able to jump higher than this. And if you want to get on that, you know, that's going to be hard. You have to run to it. What the heck? Yeah, you have to run to it, and if you're up here, I mean, you can't really get to anywhere else. This is used for something you'll see later. It's a little off from what it became, but that's because I built that first. We got B block, mail cells. Lights are off right now because it's nighttime. Yeah, there's normal cell. Yeah. And for A block, we're gonna turn the lights on. That's just for emergency turning the lights on. Why? No. Okay, I thought that was a button, and this was a pressure plate for some reason. female cells, which is pretty much the exact same thing. That's wrong. I don't know why it was like that. But yeah, pretty much the same thing. I mean, you see their daylight sensors. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess in here, it's just hallways. So then the guards can get around if they need to. Like, this is how they get to here. It automatically activates those two. And then, you know, they can turn it on. And if they keep going up, there is the sniper towers. You know, just in case somebody gets out. Or whatever. And that is pretty much that. And I guess we'll be here for sunrise. I'm pretty sure somebody has already, you know, came up with something similar to this. That's reserved for inside the car, as you can see. Oh, look. Weird. Alright. Regeneration is infinite. Speed, you know, you gotta have the speed in this. And you also have resistance in this, so you just won't be dying in here, obviously. I think only one for a game. Fair enough. This is called Stink Ball. Why Stink Ball? Because I get to name it. It's my game. I'll read them to you. Why not? I don't know, maybe I'll give a download to this world. The odd basketball must land in the bucket. 2. You grab the ball when it is dispensed. Too early and you get a penalty and move back 1 block from start. The orange line is the start position for each team. 4. You keep a penalty even if the other team earns one. 5. Penalties are not per player. Penalties are per player, not per team. 6. Penalties are gone after a score on either side. 7. Last person to score presses the button to launch the ball, unless it is the first round. Then it is a coin flip. 8. You switch sides every 4 rounds. 9. You must have stepped on the entrance before playing. 10. Leave through the exit to get back into creative mode. 11. 9 points to win for base rules. You can do as many or as little as you want, it doesn't matter. And that's just the basic rules. 12. Punching is part of the game. All punching is legal. 13. No armor, nor weapons and tools. Only based fist punching. So you see what would happen. That starts a timer. You know, obviously you have to be on here. You could start wherever. If you want to say, I start here, you start over there, then that's fine. But you could start here if you want, it doesn't matter. You're in adventure mode, so you can't really break anything. You can only open doors and stuff. So you stop the other players. Like, imagine, you know, somebody's just hitting me away. The knockback is just basic knockback. And now you have to try and score a ball in here. And if you do, obviously, yay. Put it back in. Then you press the button. The scorer has to press the button because I just think that's fair. Now there's the issue of this, you know. You have to know you're on the block. That's why the other player keeps you in check. See, I can't keep myself in check because of how much speed I have. Yeah, speed 4. Neat. Right. There you go. When you stand in the right place, you know, it is more 50-50 on who gets it. It's pretty fun. Even if basic. You can see I was originally trying to do a basketball thing, but that didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. Cause like, how would you stop him? You gotta punch him, you know? So for this, I should probably have, you know, effects on and off. Granted, maybe not the speed effect, But the speed is supposed to be that high, so then you could actually like get to the other side, maybe dodge the person, but it's not too fast to where the other person just isn't gonna be able to hit you. I thought about this game a lot, alright? Anyways, this is just a general park. You know, I think I did pretty good. Come out through there. You go around through here. And this is another reason why I want to switch worlds. That's just bedrock under there. What if I wanted a deeper lake? Huh? Well, soon I will be able to. May conform to the land better instead of just being on flat ground. I mean, I had to go with these colors. You grab a minecart and you slide down. This is how I did other slides. I don't know. It's just, you know, like in a simulation toy. Just doing this. This is the best I could do. Other than, you know, tic-tac-toe on the wall here. But you can't just have tic-tac-toe everywhere. Yep. And gotta have a trampoline here, mainly because it looks so empty without something there. You know? I'm still saying, you know. How fun. How quaint. You know? You could sit here. Even if you could just barely see the minecarts, you can still sit here. See? Very nice. These ones were a little weird to do. But I think they came out pretty good. More like a park bench. Kinda. Iffy. I guess... Okay. Yeah. We're doing this. I'm sure you've probably seen it last time. But here we have Llama Plaza. Obviously, because this is a giant llama. Now it is also functional as a hotel. See, this granite or this marble is shiny. Yeah, I guess it's not so bad in here. There's just a blue streak. Oh wait, I wonder. Yeah, you can still see it. I mean, they'll make it better, I'm sure. Hotel services and elevator over there. Exit is over there. Pretty much the same for this side. This was gonna be a gift shop, but since I'm moving it to another world, it's gonna have to wait. Also, this thing is huge. I don't know if you've noticed, but building rooms for each part of this thing, it's gonna take some time. I have to figure out the correct lights, I have to figure out the correct sizes, and I have to figure out what goes in each thing. This is what the most basic of rooms looks like. But let's call the elevator. This elevator is pretty sick. And we just keep going. This would be more shiny and dark in ray tracing. That's what made it look more like an elevator. But in this, it's very Minecraft. Here we are, floor 10. I believe these rooms, yeah, they have slightly more room. I don't really understand the pricing for everything yet, even if I have made it myself. But of course, you know, there's all these rooms. We'll go with these ones first. They're pretty much all the same as each other. Obviously unfurnished. I never got that far. I don't see myself ever being able to build this in something like survival. I don't know who could. and those are basically the same. These rooms are a little special. Now, because of this is just a slight upgrade room. But this room, now we're talking. You know, that's a full shower. That's a full bedroom. Because they're a lot bigger. You know? Oh, look at this, a little living room. I'm not putting chairs in every single one of these. Holy, that would be terrible. At that point, I might as well download an add-on. Yeah, the carpet's just that. There is room to do it. But you have to stop and ask yourself, should you do it? The answer is no. No, you shouldn't. It's pretty neat. There's some rooms down here. They're pretty much the same thing. Yeah. So we're gonna go here now. Obviously, this is a lot of rooms you could make. Oh man, it's a lot. The other legs also have rooms in them, so there's that. I don't think they're built yet, though. I should... Sorry about that. I don't know where I was. It's gonna be basically the same thing. You know, up and up. Till you reach the limit. Which is considerably high up. I have to make it back down. Okay, here we are. This leads into the neck of the llama, which is obviously very tall. This is an example of some rooms in here. But, like, I think this is only on level 1. This is maintenance, just in case I ever need to fix this up. I believe level 9. The door closes pretty quick on the lower levels. The redstone behind us, it does increase quite drastically in size the more levels you have. But only that way. Alright, level 9 is special. Yes. Okay, you can see those rooms, you know, pretty big. Cost quite a bit. But this is the suite. This is gonna have 2 floors, a view outside, you know, all the jazz. Obviously, it doesn't have that yet. Oh well. Alright. Top floor, basically the same rooms. And then, you know, this place. I don't know what'll be here. Maybe events or of some sort. Just a dining hall, I suppose. We'll go out here first. Where you can look out from the top of the llama's head. I mean, in a normal world, this is going to be very hard to bring in. Because it's extremely tall. Yeah, you basically see what's at the ears already. Yeah, you just, you know, you can soak up the moon rays. Or go for a swim and see right down below you. Pretty neat. And so we've come to our last thing in this world. Let me make it sunrise first. Alright. Awesome world. You are about to enter a world from the Xbox 360. My second main creative world. Since the first I deleted. And deleting a Minecraft world that you spend a long time on is a mistake we all make at one point. But at least I didn't delete the second one, right? This was left as accurate as possible since I last played the world Please do not move or break anything, as this is for preservation, not continuing the world. You have other places in the rest of the world for that. Millions, billions of blocks at your disposal. The yellow wool borders show the actual border of the old worlds, since they weren't infinite like nowadays. This does not contain every single thing I built in this world, as I did destroy some projects at some point, and it would take a lot of time and effort to figure out what I destroyed in the exact placement of where I built it, so don't expect me to ever build what is lost. That is for some other projects that I don't have a choice about. You may notice some of these structures are updated around the rest of the world. Maybe you'll find them all. I won't say where. Good luck with that and enjoy an exhibit of the past. Or on your way out. Come back when you're done. Here we are. And you can tell it's old. Because look at these villages. Yes, the doors were actually like that. I either destroyed them or they just, I don't think they were there. The classic. Obviously nothing's in there. But look at it. Oh man. I mean, they grow. It's whatever. This is obviously the real stuff. I don't know why there's anvils there. A lot of these are broken, actually. I don't know how to fix them either. I do know who I built them from, but I don't know. I don't really feel like fixing them. We got a gaming chicken, I guess. This is little dangly bits down. You obviously recognize this again. Yeah, see? Much different. Much longer. Because I wanted to, you know, act like I was living with the villagers, even though I killed them all. You know, dragon egg to act like I actually killed the ender dragon. Random plants. I don't know why it's all carrots. I didn't choose that. I don't know. Old potatoes did look pretty gross. I don't know why multiple ender chests. Oh man, that's just... Oh yeah, I suppose you couldn't have the chests touching. That was the thing. A fridge. A shower. So strange looking. A TV, and there would be, I think, nether brick in there to function as a remote. That is pretty much it. I mean, there's this, and I could not figure this out for the life of me. So inside it looks a little weird, but this one actually has a backyard. There would be a Jeb sheep back here. But it's not here, so... Random flowers. This is the pool in the book, but they don't really show you that. And also this is bedrock, technically. Just a couple trees back here. There's an actual reason for this path to exist. Yeah. These were oak doors at some point. Obviously I like the dark oak doors better. Oh, look at him. It's a happy little snowman. How I built it, I trapped one between some fences, shaved its head off, or mask off, I suppose, and then, you know, did that. The hat had to be all me. This is my sister's house. Again. Well, she was even younger at this point, which is why it looks like this. You know? I'm pretty sure she just copied me for this. Maybe I built it for her, I don't know. This is where her dogs would be. They didn't die, they just didn't convert with the world. A little bit of a shame. There's the shower thing, which I'm pretty sure she copied me on. The bath. A toilet. A dance floor. And the roof. Here we have a violation of the Geneva Convention. Yeah, this is the hospital. This is when curing villagers was introduced. So I made little chambers for it, and that's about it. Ice room, for some reason. Wow, that ice is basically, that water is basically invisible. Resting quarters. I don't remember the colors of the beds, but since they were entities, they weren't converted properly. I don't think they were those colors. This was a costume shop. There would have been armor stands next to them, but they're not here because entities don't convert well. You know, the signs would say what it's meant to be. I can't keep saying the same thing over and over again. You get it. This is a blacksmith. You know, there would be like all the books in here. And then whatever. I don't know why I had my ender portal here. Looks trippy. And another portal. The nether is not the same as that world. Oh, these are two little things my sister made. She probably followed a tutorial. I don't know. Yeah, this is just where you made potions. I don't know why it's not connected to this place. But, who am I to judge myself? This is an emergency box. This was when I learned dispensers could put armor on you. They would just put armor on you. And if you had your own, you just put it manually in those. There were things in here. I just don't know what. Obviously, I never quit doing these. I was gonna do all the starters. I don't know why I never did. This isn't a thing like, oh, only black and white was out when I made this. No. We were into the Alola games when I was making these. Probably when I was making this one, we were already into the Alola games. So, beats me. Oh, the random holes you see around. I don't know, we just broke stuff and never wanted to fix it. Here we have a little regular show house model thing. This is odd. Here we have the cart. I don't think even nowadays. Oh, I guess I can. Pretty neat. So on console, yeah, I can. That's just complete empty space in the garage. And then here we have the main floor. Yeah, no, they didn't go in on how to build the interior. Because obviously the interior was much bigger. So this is the best they could really give. Oh well, I suppose. Oh yeah. Told me. FedEx Gaming. Like, he was the GOAT. He was the GOAT in how to make this stuff. He probably still is pretty good. at it. He's probably much better. I don't know. I think it's just that he doesn't post much anyway. Because people can just use the old one, the old tutorials. And he also had fixes for like the redstone whenever that broke in the bedrock conversion. You know, a little lake to fish at. A slide. Why the cacti? So then your minecart would instantly break once you get down. And you could just keep going. There are many places to get minecarts. I always forgot to put them back for some reason. Oh, we'll go on this one. Might as well. Whee! It still works. On console, I think your camera would move with it. But, hard to tell now. Oh yeah, that was an issue. You didn't use a minecart when you placed it down in creative. So when it broke on impact, you would also get another back and then these would just fill up. Despite me not returning them. And that is pretty much all that I ever did in this world after years of having it. This is it. This is what it amounted to. And I guess for this creative world, it's the same thing. This is what it has amounted to. I mean, I've done a lot more. I've done a lot more than just this. Oh yeah, you're wondering where we are. We're here. Just on the edge. It took a while to fill that in. I can only imagine if I had actually built the road. I can go back. The go backs always take you back to spawn, which is 0-0 obviously. And I believe that's pretty much it. Around 500 days in this, and this is everything it has amounted to. Do I think I could have done more? Sure. Should I show you the rest of the street names? Yes. Alright. Here we got Polar Avenue over here. Over that way it's Gato Road, and over there is Bochel Bakel. That's Bakel Lane. And there is Dwebble Street. And over here on Bakel we have Road Street. And through Road Street, you know, you can turn on to D's Road, or to Road Street, or back to Dispo Road. And I am pretty sure that does cover everything. Yeah, it covers everything. So next time I show off my creative world, you know, it won't be here. Not anymore. Actually, yeah, no, I have to end it on that world. So let me do that. Well, here we are. Oh look, it's me! And if you're wondering if I kept the detail on me, you know, below that layer, yes I did. I absolutely did. See? Told you. Was a little hard to figure it out, but I did. I made this world back on my Switch. I called it I'll Make Something, but I never ended up doing that. Turns out this is a pretty good place to build something. That's a problem. So sea level is 64. That llama stretches beyond sea level. I can only hope, like, I don't know, something's in the way of you seeing the clouds, but only time will tell. With the Minecraft editor, I can probably more easily start putting everything into this world. Like you can see, there's a lot of cool landscape here. I could just destroy the villages. It doesn't take that long in creative. It's pretty flat. If I didn't already choose a world, no, actually no, I couldn't have this world again because this was pretty early on in the Caves and Cliffs generation. It's pretty good. You gotta admit, it's pretty good. This is it. This is 0-0. I could build something here. I could build a lot of things, obviously. I don't know why that's there. Hey. But yeah, this is where everything will go. It'll be a long while. So that's it's pretty good. I gave myself a scythe specifically in the style of the Simply Swords mod. Finding the texture for it took a while, but I managed. It's just located in the mod itself. Wow, that's laggy. Yeah, it's not as performant as the flat world for obvious reasons, but it gives me a lot better options for building stuff. Like, I could now build something right here between these two mountains. I could build, like, I don't know, some big drill going down. I could build just bridges, you know, to bridge the gap between stuff here. I could put, you know, their houses over here on this mountain. I could build a bridge to the yeah. It'll take a while to figure out, but it will be figured out. What is that? Why is that? Oh no. Oh well, I'll leave you with this shot. I just gotta. So, like, subscribe to notifications and have a good day, or else